got so much. Why is this in my JMACX box?
What is that? Oh, nice. Keep that. That's good though.
Man, well, I don't want them in my JMACX box.
Why is it in here though? Where do they come from?
You're telling the story.
Oh, you know what these are?
Yeah, they're those things for those things.
Yeah. Anyway, my Warnie has a big cry, like a baby. I'm going to talk to you guys about what we're doing today. What has started is this thing. So, 70 series Landy Cruisy, dual cab. We are about to strip it down and then send it up to JMACX to get a 4495 chassis put on. The vehicle goes up there. Those guys do the chopping and the chassising for me, and then it gets sent straight from there down to the guys at the bump shop for a full chassis respray and cavity waxing. Then it will then come back here and we will throw the coil conversion setup, ground Davis tank, all that type of stuff in the vehicle for its setup. Then after that we basically start putting everything else onto the vehicle from there and turning it into something that is actually going to function for what our customers are looking for. So, if you haven't seen, this is a 79 series Land Cruiser dual cab in its standard form. Now I'm showing you the back because that's obviously where the chassis is going to disappear and the new one's going to go on. I'll show you guys when it gets back. Total different, total awesomeness, total way coolness when it comes back. Because if you haven't seen a 4495 chassis, you're in for a treat. They're freaking great, they're freaking cool, and I love them. I think it's so good. Such a great platform, especially if you don't want to go as far as a 6-wheel drive. The 4495 is really cool. 300 extended, massive chassis, massive GVM, massive tow capacity, and that's what we are starting right here, right now, with this French vanilla dual cab. We have not done too many French vanilla Land Cruisers. It doesn't seem to be a very popular colour, but hey, here we are, ready to get into it, ready to do it. So we're going to get into it. Here we go. Alright, so just wanted to show you guys what it looks like before it leaves here and then goes up to JMACX for the chassis. Here we are. And that's it. So the only thing that's basically left is the diff itself, which gets replaced anyway. Leaves, that type of thing. We do get a new tail shaft and everything, so as you can see, she's fairly well bare. That's our little makeshift tank just to move the vehicle around from here and then onto the truck for transportation. And then it literally comes back to us with all this gone and the new chassis on. So I just thought I'd show you. Gives you a bit of an idea of what happens in the process of actually getting this sorted out. But that's it, stripped, ready to rock and roll. So we will send it off to those guys on Monday morning. Safety first. out, choppy chop chop, down to the bump shop. Chassis been painted and rust proofed as well. Now she is back for the coil setup. So what does that mean? That means off the truck, into the shed, and we put some coils in it, obviously. 4495 chassis needs a Brown Davis tank because obviously the chassis is different and it's been built to suit that. Then after that, we've got a bunch of other gear that we are doing for John, so we'll get it off the truck and get into it. So it should be a fun time coming right up at ya. Alright, update on John and Donna's vehicle. The chassis is all sorted. The conversion's been done. It is now drivable, so everything's kind of in. We are doing a Safari ARMAX ECU kit on this build. We are doing a Safari ARMAX ECU system on this build, so that means as far as ARMAX Snorkel, the ECU itself and the clutch, all as a whole complete package. Great thing that we can do with this is that we've actually pre-wired the full system, but we don't have the ECU in play yet because they have their dongle, which basically reverts the vehicle totally factory. So I've done all that part, which is kind of the annoying part, all the wiring. That's all in and out of the way now, so we can keep going with everything else, and we can still utilize the vehicle, you know, drive it in and out and all that type of stuff. So that's what we've done. Ryan's putting interiors back in. Hey Ryan.
Yep.
Interiors going back in after the sound deaden. Ryan's done the full pre-wire for the stereo as well, because these guys are going the full get up on the stereo. So sound deaden on the doors, roof, floor, back wall, everything. They're doing full rear wall setup in this, aren't they?
Full rear wall setup.
Yeah.
Custom box.
So that'll be cool. That will be good.
A whole lot.
The whole kit and caboodle. Things are out at paint at the moment because we're doing a blackout on all the chrome. So yeah, should be a good one, this one. But that's what's happening at the moment with the vehicle. It's stripped down, and then we'll start putting it back together once all the other parts and bits and bobs start arriving. So here we go.